Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Trakke Hoy Backpack, which is a versatile 25-liter everyday carry and minimal travel bag. A little while back, we took a look at Trakke's Bannock Backpack, which just has a really nice heritage style vibe, well built, and I was excited to see the company bring that same type of heritage aesthetic and solid build quality to a bag that has a clamshell style opening and a little bit more of a minimalist vibe. So it's an interesting combination. I was excited to have a chance to test this out. In the video, I'm going to be talking about my experience using it over the past couple of weeks. I'll show you how I've loaded it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how this compares to some of the other similar bags that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, I want to thank the company for sending the bag for me to test out. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the outside of the bag, I really like the overall aesthetic. This has a really interesting heritage and kind of timeless vibe that's also pretty minimal. Most of the heritage bags that I've looked at in the past have more straps and pockets on the exterior. Many times they're top loading bags, so they'll have a flap that comes over. This is a lot cleaner and simpler. There's no straps, there's not a ton of zippers or attachment points or anything like that. So I think it's a nice mixture that you can have that heritage vibe, but it still has a very professional feeling. It's gonna blend in nicely into an office setting with a nicer outfit. It's also gonna look great for exploring a city or taking into the outdoors. And then as far as the materials, the bag feels very solidly built. As it says on the logo here, handmade in Scotland. The exterior is a really rugged wax canvas, which feels like it's gonna hold up well over the longer term and to rougher usage. This material will normally develop a nice patina over time. It's gonna show signs of use and kind of battle scars from all of your adventures, but it's gonna hold up very well. So far, the Bannock Backpack, which is also from Trakke, has held up really nicely during the time that I've been testing it. The bag is offered in a few different colors. This is the olive color, which is kind of an army green type color. It's also offered in black and in a whiskey, which is kind of a brighter tan. It looks great in all of those combinations, but there's something about the olive that really spoke to me. And the material itself, this is not always gonna be as water resistant feeling as something like ballistic nylon or X-Pack, but it does feel like it's gonna keep water out pretty well. You can also re-wax these types of bags to maintain that water resistance over the years. And then you also have some very nice aqua-guarded YKK zippers all throughout. Continuing along the outside of the bag, there's really not a ton going on. It's very simple overall. No external water bottle pockets, which may have been nice to see. I really like that those were included in the Bannock Backpack, so it might have been nice to have at least one here. And then on the front of the bag, you just have the Trakke logo, which stands out a little bit, especially given how kind of clean and minimal the rest of the bag is. It's just kind of front and center, but I think it works well with the exterior. It's actually kind of nice that it breaks up the singular color that you have here. So I really like the overall styling on the front. And then moving into the capacity, the bag comes in at about 25 liters, which is a really versatile size in my opinion. It's able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me, and I still had plenty of leftover space if I wanted to take a pair of clothes for the gym or to use this for minimal travel. And I like that even though when the bag is a little bit more packed out, it never really sticks out that much, which makes it great for navigating crowded areas, jumping onto public transit, and carrying onto most domestic and international airlines. Taking a look at the straps on the back paneling, so far the bag has been pretty comfortable to wear. This is an area where heritage style bags tend to struggle a little bit in my opinion. They just normally don't have as much padding or breathability as some of the straps on modern bags. But the ones here have actually felt pretty nice. They have a little bit more padding than I was expecting on the inside. They don't have a ton of breathability, but they're really soft right out of the box. They also have a good width to help prevent the bag from digging into your shoulders, even when it's a little bit more packed out. The bag does not include a sternum strap. You do have some kind of loops here on the straps, which might be a good spot to attach something like a bike light or maybe hang your sunglasses. And then you have cotton webbing for the adjustment straps here and a metallic buckle, which really holds the straps in place very nicely once you find that length that you like. I also like that you have the metallic D-rings to help adjust the straps and just give the bag an overall kind of durable and premium feel. Moving into the back paneling, this has also felt pretty comfortable. Like with many other heritage style bags, they're normally very minimal as far as the back paneling. There's not a lot of padding, breathability, mesh. sort of elevation or ventilation, your back will tend to get very sweaty while wearing this for a longer period of time, particularly if you live in a hotter climate. But that's kind of the style of these types of bags. It'd be nice to see maybe just a little bit more padding, as we've seen with something like the Waterfield Designs Bolt backpack, where it does have some of that mesh to give you a little bit more breathability. But even without that, so far, as I've worn it for many hours throughout the day, it still felt pretty comfortable. Jumping into the organizational options, the bag keeps things pretty simple, but it's an effective layout in my opinion. You just have one quick access pocket here on the front, again with the nice aqua guarded zipper, and I really like these zipper pulls that Trakke has on their bags. You can get a nice grip to make it very easy to open up with that aqua guard. And then this compartment has a nice amount of internal organization and space. First thing I'll call out here is of course this bright interior lining, which is always great to give you some extra visibility when you're opening the bag up. You can easily see where everything is. And so in this compartment, a nice balance of organization to help you reach your stuff easily. So on the flap, you have a zippered compartment that also has an aqua guard here. On the inside, just have a nice amount of space for any accessories that you don't want floating around this larger area. In this pocket, I just placed my Apple AirPods. I also have a lightning cable and power brick to charge my tablet and my phone. And then the last thing I placed in here is just a little Leatherman multi-tool. Moving into the rest of the compartment, you can see that there is this kind of lip here at the bottom that's going to allow you to place larger items, a pouch, maybe gloves, a hat, or anything that you want to just rest here to be able to grab easily, maybe some toiletries if you're traveling. In my case, I just placed my little Tom Vin Ghost Whale pouch, which I like to grab a lot while I'm on a trip. And then on the back of the compartment, you have some elastic bands, which are going to be a great spot to place any sort of EDC items that you might need to carry with you. In my case, I have a little flashlight and I also have a pocket knife, but this might also be a good spot for dongles, adapters, and cables that you want to reach easily. And then behind those, you have a few simple slip pockets. So here on the left, you can see it has a good depth. I can place my fingers in there. It also has enough volume to be useful for accessories such as a mouse, which is what I currently have here. I have my Apple Magic Mouse, but I could also see myself placing a portable battery in here, a hard drive. Next to that, I have a little slot that's going to be a good spot for something like a pen. This is the Everman Click Pen. And then all the way on the right, similarly sized slip pocket here, but in this one I actually placed my Ray-Ban sunglasses with their case. The next area that we're going to take a look at is the laptop compartment, and it is nice that this has a separate laptop area that has a well-protected zipper so that you can easily reach your device while you're traveling. And you have plenty of space in this compartment. It is meant to hold up to a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Currently what I have in here is my 13-inch MacBook. You can see there's plenty of leftover space here at the top. One thing I will mention about this compartment is that it doesn't offer a ton of padding. It's really not super protective all on its own. It will keep your device separated from other items in your bag, but it's not suspended off the bottom of the ground. And you can see that the bag itself isn't super rigid. So I would recommend using an additional laptop sleeve with this compartment. It's nice that it provides you enough space to be able to use one comfortably. In my case, I actually used this sleeve from Matador, which I like because it offers some extra weather resistance, particularly if I'm traveling somewhere where I'm concerned that I may get caught in a rainstorm. This is just a very nice padded sleeve that I can add to this compartment. I can reach in and grab my device easily. I can pull the sleeve out, or if I really just don't feel like I need to use a laptop, or if I have a different type of case, I can just toss it in here. You can see now with the compartment empty, a little bit better into the compartment, same orange visibility here, so you can easily see anything that's in here. And then on the back of this compartment, you have a separate area, a little sleeve here, which is gonna be a good spot to store something like a tablet. Currently what I have is my iPad mini, and this is a very simple sleeve. It's not super padded or anything like that. It might have been nice to see it be just a little thicker to give you some extra protection for your tablet, but it is suspended off the bottom of the ground, so any devices that you place in here, they're not gonna hit the bottom and you'll be able to reach them a little bit easier. And with the amount of space that's offered here, you could also use this to maybe hold some tech accessories if you wanna toss a laptop charger here or an additional tech pouch. So a nice simple layout here. And although I wish it was a little bit more protective for my device without a case, it does offer a nice amount of space and easy access for your device while you're on the go. And then the last area that we're gonna be taking a look at is the main compartment. And I really love that this has a clamshell style opening so you can get plenty of visibility into the main area. This always makes packing easier as well. And you have a really simple layout overall in this main compartment. It's just a large bucket of space. And I love that because of the lack of rigidity of this compartment, even though it comes in at 25 liters, it feels like it could hold a little bit more. With this type of bag, it always feels like you can just squeeze extra items in here, and this simple layout is also fantastic for bulkier items, particularly if you like to use pouches, as I do. So with the items that I currently have in here, it still doesn't feel like the compartment is overly packed out. I have some room to rest stuff at the top if I wanted to. Diving into what I currently have here, first up I have my Beats Studio wireless headphones. Then I also have my DJI Mavic Mini with its case. I have a water bottle, which it's unfortunate that I had to place it on the inside because there's no external pocket, but I had plenty of space to do so. And then I also have the Evergood Civic Access pouch, which has been one of the ones that I've been using the most recently. If you want to see how I load this out, I'll make sure to include a link in the description below to the video that I did for this. And then over to the side, I have a GoRuck Shadow Pocket, which has just some of the bulkier items that didn't fit into some of the other compartments of the bag, and I didn't want them floating around loosely. So this is a nice simple pouch to just kind of keep those organized. And then on the back of the compartment, the last thing I have here is my Levitate portable standing desk. Now with the compartment empty, you can get a better look at the inside. So really simple layout, no additional pockets or compression straps or anything here. And this is what makes the bag so versatile. So in addition to using this for EDC, with this type of layout, I could definitely use this for minimal travel. I could toss in a larger packing cube, an extra pair of shoes, a dop kit, maybe even an extra smaller packing cube, and then use this for a longer weekend trip or maybe even up to a week of travel. And then on the flap of this main compartment, you have some additional organizational options. So at the top here, there's a few slip pockets similar to the ones that we saw in the front quick access pockets. So they offer a nice depth and volume for any items that you don't want getting lost in this larger area or that you don't need to access as regularly. Here on the right, I just placed a little field notes notebook to just kind of show the size. This might be a good spot to put your passport or your wallet while you're traveling. There's also another slot to place a pen or a stylus. And this slip pocket here, even though it has a decent amount of space for a power bank, a mouse, other tech accessories, I didn't end up placing anything in this one because it does actually share volume somewhat with this slip pocket here on the front. So this is where I had my sunglasses, which made it a little bit of a tight fit to actually use both of these together. So just something that you'll have to think about as you're loading the bag out, but still nice to have these minimal options here. And then below that, you have a larger zippered compartment, which doesn't have mesh, so you can't see through, which is nice if you want, to store more sensitive items here, again, that you don't need to access as regularly. It offers plenty of space for that if you use pouches, toiletries. In my case, I just use this to store a full-size moleskin notebook, which fit in there very easily. And then I also have an additional battery bank that I like to carry with me. So really like the simple layout and space offered in this main area and throughout the rest of the bag. I think it looks great. And if you're interested in a durable and versatile heritage style bag that's gonna work well for EDC or minimal travel, and that's gonna be a great option to check out. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Trakke Hoy Backpack over the past couple of weeks. You can currently purchase this on the company's site for a little over $300, so it's definitely an investment. You're getting a bag that's very solidly built. It's gonna be with you for a long time to come. Really nice materials. It's also handcrafted in Scotland, so you get a lot of value for the price point, but there's also gonna be a lot of other great bags in this price point that may be worth considering. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag this made me think of is the Trakke Backpack, which was another very solidly built bag from the company. I really love the heritage style vibe that it has. It just has a timeless look that also feels like it's gonna work very well in a more professional setting with a nicer outfit. Has the same materials as this bag, but it's a top loading bag, so it's not gonna have the clamshell style opening. It also has a little bit of a more padded laptop sleeve in my opinion. I actually like that one better for holding my laptop. It has a nice organizational layout and an impressive amount of space for its size. So if you're looking for a bag that's this type of style and materials and it's gonna be with you for a long time to come, but that's gonna be a little bit smaller, then that's gonna be a great option to check out. The next bag this made me think of is the Waterfield Designs Bolt Backpack, which like this has a little bit more of a heritage style vibe. Great materials. Those are built in the US. They come in at over $300. So again, another premium price bag, but you get a lot of value. It's actually going to be a little bit more comfortable than this bag in my opinion. They incorporate more foam padding and breathability into their straps and their back panel. The laptop compartment on that is fantastic. It's very well padded. It's fleece lined. I really like the organizational layout on the Bolt backpack. Like this bag, it has aqua guarded zippers, so a nice mixture of materials. It's not going to be able to hold quite as much as this bag. It's also a top-loading bag, so it's not going to have the clamshell style versatility. So if you don't need as much space and you want a bag that has this type of a vibe, then that's going to be a great option to consider. Another bag this made me think of is the Air Lunar Pack, which has been one of my favorite bags of the past year. It's just super versatile. It's got a really clean, minimal exterior, a nice organizational layout. It's also a clamshell style bag, much like this one. It comes in a little bit smaller at around 22 liters, but it's able to hold an impressive amount of stuff. It also has a padded and suspended laptop sleeve. It has a really just nice, durable exterior, comfortable straps and back paneling, luggage pass-through. It kind of checks off all the boxes for, what I like in many of my bags. It also comes in at under $200. It's not going to feel quite as sturdy as this bag in my opinion, but if you're just looking for a versatile everyday carry bag that's going to have a clamshell style opening and come in at under $200, and that's going to be one of the best options that you can take a look at. And then the last option that I'll mention here is the Able Carry Max, which reminds me a lot of this bag as far as its size and use cases. It's a little bit larger. It comes in at 30 liters, clamshell style bag that's meant to be an EDC or a minimal travel bag. It has a nice organizational layout. It's really comfortable. I love the weather resistant materials that it includes. It has an X-Pack fabric, YKK zippers, good laptop protection, very comfortable to wear. And so it definitely has a more modern and techie vibe than this bag here. This is much more classic. But if you're looking for that modern aesthetic, if you want something that's gonna maybe offer a little bit more weather resistance and that's also gonna come in at under $300 in this type of a size range, then that's gonna be a fantastic option to keep in mind. With that being said, the Trakke Hoy Backpack holds up pretty well against those options. And if you're looking for a durable, heritage style bag that's going to offer an impressive amount of space, an effective organizational layout, and that's going to be with you for a long time to come, and this is going to be a solid option to take a look at. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you guys think of the Hoy Backpack and how it compares to some of the other popular EDC and minimal travel bags that we featured on the channel. And if there are any similar options that you think I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.